Yeah, Humble Soul. We checking back in, man. We taking it to NYC for this video. If you're not already tapped in, be sure to hit the subscribe button and all of that. Let's get into it, man. 100.
My upbringing in the Big Apple has given me a lot of experience. A lot. Some good and some bad. But the main thing that has given me is a cultural and diverse upbringing.
A product of Brooklyn, one of New York City's most popular boroughs, Michael K. Williams is best known for his role as Omar Little in the legendary HBO series The Wire. Before his breakthrough in acting, Williams was a background dancer. He performed with legends like Madonna and George Michael, but it wasn't until he transitioned into acting that the world would begin to truly understand his talent. Michael's first big acting break came when he played Tupac's brother in the film Bullet. Michael would go on to appear in other films, but his standout performance is attributed to The Wire. The Wire tackled the complex world of drugs, politics, and crime in Baltimore, and Michael's character Omar stood out for a number of reasons. Omar was an openly gay man, well-respected, feared, ruthless, and he robbed drug dealers in Baltimore. He had a distinctive look. Specifically, he had a scar that ran from his forehead across the bridge of his nose down to his right cheek near his jawbone. This was a real scar.
You know, by the time I was 25 when I got my $150, I was things was slowly starting to progress in my career as a dancer. So I was going to rehearsals, and I stopped. My desire to just want to be in the club wasn't as strong as my desire to want to be on the stage in the club. So I really didn't have I wasn't going out as much. I was in rehearsals a lot. I was I was changing my environments for people I hung out with. So on my 25th birthday, against my first instinct, I got talked into coming back. I was already home in Brooklyn. I got talked to going back out to the city for one of my high school buddies wanted to take me out, give me a birthday drink. And that turned into a couple of drinks. And before you knew it, I was drunk. And we left from the city and went to this bar in Queens, and basically what happened to me was me being out of character. I had all that liquor in me, and I entertained a conversation that I would have normally ignored, but you get when you get that liquid courage in you, you think you're the man, and I opened my mouth when I should have just mounted my business, basically, and I got what I got.
While Omar would remain Michael's most iconic role, his career was far from one-dimensional. From TV series like Boardwalk Empire and Lovecraft Country to films such as 12 Years a Slave, Brooklyn's Finest, and Assassin's Creed, Michael had several other notable roles that displayed his range and versatility as an actor. He was nominated for 5 Emmy Awards throughout his career. Behind the scenes, Michael faced personal challenges. He struggled with addiction, which he was open about. He used his platform to speak out on behalf of those facing similar hardships and encourage people to seek help for any issues they faced. Unfortunately, in early September of 2021, Michael K. Williams' career and life were both cut short.
Tributes are pouring in for 5-time Emmy nominee Michael K. Williams, who portrayed, the iconic role of Omar Little in HBO's The Wire. Many other movie roles as well. He was found dead yesterday afternoon in his apartment in New York from a possible drug overdose.
On September 5th, 2021, Michael bought some heroin from a man named Irvin Cartagena, aka Green Eyes. Green Eyes was reportedly part of a drug crew that hustled in the Williamsburg neighborhood of Brooklyn as well as Manhattan. Street cameras showed Michael K. Williams walking up the block where Cartagena and his associates allegedly ran their drug trafficking operation. When he reached the group, He gave him a wad of cash. Footage shows Cartagena counting the money before reaching into a paper bag stashed behind a blue recycling can in front of an apartment. Prosecutors claim this is when Cartagena gave Michael envelopes of heroin laced with fentanyl. Michael then walked away, got into his car, and drove to his penthouse. The next day, on September 6, 2021, he was found inside of his apartment by his nephew, lying unconscious, face down in his living room. Michael was declared dead by paramedics who rushed to the scene. He was 54 years old. When the NYPD entered his apartment, they found drugs and drug paraphernalia by his body. An autopsy revealed that Michael had fentanyl, heroin, and cocaine in his system at the time of his death. It was later determined that the heroin he had bought from Irvin Cartagena is what caused him to overdose. Approximately 5 months later, in early February of 2022, 4 people were arrested in connection with the overdose death of Michael K. Williams. Irvin Cartagena, who had fled to Puerto Rico, was one of those people.
Well, Sandra, the man who allegedly sold Michael K. Williams that deadly batch of drugs had just 7 months earlier been busted for doing the same thing in the exact same spot in Brooklyn. Irvin Cartagena is now in custody along with 3 other members of his crew who just faced a judge here in Lower Manhattan. Federal authorities, along with the NYPD, pieced together what they maintain unfolded the day before Williams overdosed. Snapshots from surveillance video show Williams in a black tracksuit with Cartagena near the late actor's home in Williamsburg. Officials say this is when Cartagena sold Williams that lethal dose of drugs, again, fentanyl-laced heroin. The images were captured September 5th of 2021. Williams died September 6th. Authorities say Cartagena was then caught selling the same tainted product in Brooklyn and Manhattan, knowing it had killed Williams. The 54-year-old was a talented actor and producer who openly talked about his struggle with addiction. Still, his death stunned many who followed his career, including his award-winning role in The Wire. Today,
they were each charged with conspiracy to distribute and possess with intent to distribute fentanyl and heroin. In April of 2023, Cartagena in particular pleaded guilty to his drug conspiracy charge and admitted to selling the fentanyl-laced heroin that resulted in Michael's death. In August of 2023, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Live your life. Be who you are. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Everybody asking me, how do I feel about the climate? I'm excited because we all awoke now. See, everybody's awoke. Everybody has everybody's undivided attention, and we paying attention. And for that, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to have a platform. I'm grateful to have my pain to turn into profit and to inspire somebody. I'm grateful. These scars on my face are real. I'm grateful. I count it all joy today. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I ain't no perfect man, by far. I'm the good, the bad, and the ugly. And guess what? New York City, you made me this way.
Michael K. Williams' death left a void in Hollywood and in the hearts of fans around the world. His passing was felt deeply by those who knew him and by those who were inspired by his work. Michael K. Williams was more than an actor. He was an artist, a mentor, and a symbol of perseverance. R.I.P. to Michael K. Williams. Condolences to his family. He was definitely a talented guy, man, to say the least. But shout out to everybody tuning in, man. I want to put a piece together on Michael K. Williams. You see a lot of people falling victim to fake pills and laced drugs, and not only overdosing, but actually passing away from this stuff, man. Just encouraging everybody to be mindful of what they consume out there, you know. And if you're struggling with anything, it's definitely helpful to talk to somebody about it. Get help if you need it, man, and just stay as positive and focused and uplifted as you can be. You know, we all go through challenges in life, man. It's important that we make the best decisions we can to stay around as long as we can, man, for not only us, but for our loved ones, man. But shout out to everybody tuning in and rocking with A Humble Soul, man. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit the button ASAP. Drop a comment, you know. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content and all of that. You know, until next time, I'm going to holler at y'all. 100.